This is what's happening now. This was a show that has a lot to do with a lot of my upbringing, with family, classmates, and friends that was close to me, and my little brother. And you see Raj here, he plays my little brother. And a lot of my siblings that were older than me, they moved and had their own apartments, moved on with their families. And a lot of them, like Shirley, were hanging out with my older brothers and sisters. They was always hanging out. In Chicago, we had our own dance back in those days. We had popping and freestyle dancing and a lot of stuff that we were doing, swimming around on the floor, doing the robot. And we created a lot of stuff. A lot of people took the credit for stuff that we created in Chicago and stuff. So, and on the Soul Train dance, we have Don Cornelius wearing polka dots and my pinstripes to show how much he is very supportive. And, because we started it, and a lot of people took the credit for stuff that my people and a lot of us have created. And at that time, I was creating the pop and doing a little freestyle dancing, showing and demonstrating. And they did the show, and we were all part of it. What's happening now? And we added rewind to demonstrate the pop dance. And at that time, it was called breaking dance. And it wasn't even break dance. We were just doing pop at that time. A lot of people was trying to do it because they knew it was going to be popular later, so they tried to take the credit. But in reality, we created it. And we just want to show you where it all started. It started from us first, and it was demonstrated first in Hollywood with Soul Train before it got anywhere else. You know, before it got anywhere else, it was started in the 70s, and Rewind was the demonstrator, that went on and did it. But we created it. And later on in the 80s, it was called breakdancing, and it's called popping. In Chicago, we created it, popping. We did a lot of dancing and getting. We was just like practicing for a lot of stuff for Soul Train, and so I guess you understand. Back in those days, the dancing machine. That's why it was called. Back in those days, the dancing machine, and created the robot and demonstrated the robot with the Jacksons on Soul Train. And Motown, it was a lot of stuff that we was doing with a lot of people back in those days, and people gave my family honor because we were the ones that we did create Hollywood. So, and they showed many ways of showing how much they honored us greatly. A lot of people, they hated us and they was tired of us. They didn't know where we came from, what it was all about, the birth of it, the meaning of it. So, and a lot of the old people like us, a lot of the old timers, they all knew. They all know the birth of it, what it all means. And we want to go details. So a lot of before you young people